Yo, what's going on? It's D-Man, bringing to you some NBA 2K21 next-gen news and gameplay clips. Now, when Beluba drops these blogs, I definitely want to talk about them because I'm looking forward to next-gen, and I know you all are too. We also get a good amount of gameplay clips, and these clips are pretty interesting. So you all show love on my first blog review. I appreciate that. Be sure to drop a like if you're excited for NBA 2K21 next-gen. I'll be playing on Xbox and PS5. Especially Xbox because they get it earlier, so be on the lookout for that November 10th. So let's go ahead and talk about this new blog, man. In this new blog, we're mainly talking about the engine, foot planning, and contact on NBA 2K21. Now, this is a big issue on NBA 2K21 current gen. There's a bunch of sliding, a bunch of weird canned animations, and on next gen, they're looking forward to getting away from that. So first up, let's talk about the dribble movement. The dribbler was rebuilt from the ground up for next gen. The difference is night and day apparently. Of course, they retain some of the signature dribble styles, but otherwise everything is scrapped and re-architected, bringing a whole new feel to it. So because of this, we have no unwanted turns or having your player face the wrong way, no bursting up to speed or failed cuts. It just works. Now that sounds good, man. I'm looking forward to that because when it comes to dribbling, for the most part, that's all it is. Right now, it's may the best speed booster win. Now, I'm not saying some people don't get creative. Like, I respect Steezo, man. Steezo, he's creative on the stick. Pause. So if these moves are working together better on next gen, I'm looking forward to seeing what he cooks up. Also, player speeds are more accurate to real life and the sense of weight feels more realistic. And that's always a W when you read something like that. So next up, we have defense and off ball. And defense and off ball definitely needs a lot of work on next gen. Beluba did talk about improving their motion engine, which is in the 3rd year of development. So that's always good to hear. They have unique contextual motion assets for various basketball situations, which includes transition stops, leak outs, guard break, anchor, space perimeter. It brings an awareness to the look of the players on the floor and gives them more life. They also improve pathing, cuts, and stops that make defenders feel more grounded, which is good because that fits our sliding situation. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, you know, sliding is gone from NBA 2K21 next gen. I don't want to say that just yet. I still feel like we'll see instances of sliding, but just not as much. We also get an overall improvement to motion stability and response, and also a greater emphasis on player differentiation. And that's all I really want. I mean, I want these players, even my players, to just feel different. I want my player to feel unique. So we have bids that move like bids and guards that move like guards on NBA 2K21 next gen. And this includes a lot of new animation content to support signature motion styles. Up next, we get an update on foot planting. Now, foot planting is a tricky situation that 2K has been trying to solve on current gen, but apparently they weren't really able to expand on it because of limitations in technology, which is something I understand for sure. But hopefully in NBA 2K21, we do get that big leap in foot planting. So players can now take procedural steps instead of sliding their feet when they need to make micro adjustments, which sounds good. I love seeing proper footwork as players are making hard cuts, accelerating and stopping, and you can even make subtle movements while you're standing still. So if I can get my stutter step on next gen, I want to abuse that because I try to do it on current gen and it just doesn't work. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the foot planning on next gen. Hopefully we can get some realistic movement. That's what I'm looking forward to, especially on defense. So speaking of defense, we talk about the impact engine in this blog. Improvement to the impact engine leads to better body ups, and the end result is a better one-on-one game that more accurately mirrors the real NBA. On next gen, you have to take proper driving angles and respect contact. Attempting to drive headfirst directly into a defender will stop them in their tracks. Oh man. Leading to charges or forced pickups. No, like for real, as a slasher, the best way to get contact dunks is recognizing angles anyway. So I know I'm gonna be a dog slasher on next gen. Say less. When ball handlers get to the hip of a defender, but the defender matches well, it will lead to more realistic rides that neither player will feel stuck in. Pause. And on the other extreme, slow-footed defenders will be punished by blow-bys, and if they try to force contact too late, they might get hit with the blocking foul. I rock with that. Strong ball handlers can also hard stop out of a ride, and crab defenders, God bless, everybody just getting crabbed by Fab. So it's not always about speed when trying to probe into the paint. And that's an interesting statement because right now, if you choose a pie chart as a PG, you always go with the speed pie chart. Sometimes I try to mix it up and go with a more balanced pie chart, but it's detrimental. So the fact that we have options on next gen, it sounds pretty interesting. I hope that this really factors into my players and playing online. But you know, when the meta is set in 2K, it's pretty much a wrap. So the last thing I want to talk about is paint contact. Now, this isn't the last thing in the blog, so if you want to read the whole blog, you can go ahead and check the description. I'll leave a link to the blog there. But paint contact is really important because it's been really iffy the past couple of years on 2K. So of course, contact in the paint is one of the biggest challenges they face when balancing offense and defense. In next gen, they really stress the importance of respecting user control and not warping defenders into place for the sake of game balance. And honestly, as a slasher, I see this all the time. Somebody would be minding their business and I go up for a dunk and they warp and slide over into an animation dunk. Now, as a slasher, I can't be too mad because it looks cool, but in the back of my mind, deep down in my heart, I know that wasn't right. On next gen, it's viable that they have reliable contact, especially when it comes to protecting the rim. So thanks to the impact engine, 2K21 will have reliable contact when players are in flight. We no longer have to take control of defenders while they're on the ground and pull them into place. Also, paint defenders will have freedom to maneuver their players into positions to make a play on the ball themselves, rather than the game dictating what happens. Next gen also improved block targeting, which they have been working on for a couple years also. But the blocks in next gen, they look clean, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing some blocks on next gen that are more logical. Also, because of this impact engine, we finally have contact dunks when it comes to alley-oops and putbacks. Now, I'm looking forward to doing that. Like I said, man, I'm slasher gang until the very end. So my first build on next gen, it will be a slasher. I want to create something similar to my slasher now, but I'm not sure if that will be possible. But just know I can catch contact dunks driving in myself. Dooms can throw up a oop and I can catch a contact dunk, or I can go in for a putback dunk and catch a contact dunk. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But that pretty much sums up everything in the blog I wanted to talk about. Like I said before, if you want to read the whole thing, I'll leave a link in the description below. Be sure to check it out, man. Next gen is right around the corner. Next week, we'll finally be able to find out about my player builds and badges and all that. Hey, Beluba, drop it early. I need to see that. So I'll definitely post a video on that. Like I said, man, I want to post more 2K21 current gen, but knowing all this is around the corner, how can you play 2K21 current gen? Personally, I can't. Maybe I'm not a grinder. I don't know. But if you want to see more 2K from me, be sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload. I appreciate you watching this video. I really do. So you all be easy, take care, and be safe.